Before we can start building deep learning networks, we will spend some time learning about the different deep learning libraries and frameworks that are out there. In this video, I will briefly cover the libraries that we will be teaching in this specialization. The most popular libraries in descending order are TensorFlow, Keras, and PyTorch. There is also Theano, a library developed by the Montreal Institute for Learning Algorithms and was the major library for deep learning development even before TensorFlow and PyTorch. However, the founders can't afford to continuously support it and maintain it, and therefore the library lost its popularity. Because of that, in this specialization, we will focus on the three other popular libraries. Among the three libraries, TensorFlow is the most popular one. It's the library that's mostly used in production of deep learning models. It has a very large community. Just a quick look at the number of forks on the library's GitHub repository, as well as the number of commits and pull requests, should suffice in giving you an idea of how popular the library is. TensorFlow was developed by Google and released to the public in 2015, and is still being actively used at Google for both research and production needs. PyTorch, on the other hand, is the cousin of the Torch framework, which is in Lua, and supports machine learning algorithms running on GPUs in particular. However, being derived from the Torch framework, PyTorch isn't just a set of wrappers to support a popular language like Python. It was actually rewritten and tailored to be fast and feel native. PyTorch was released in 2016 and has gained immense interest lately and is becoming the preferred language over TensorFlow, especially in academic research settings and applications of deep learning requiring optimizing custom expressions. PyTorch is supported and being actively used at Facebook. However, despite their popularity, both PyTorch and TensorFlow are not easy to use and have a steep learning curve. So for people who are just starting to learn deep learning, there is no better library to use other than the Keras library. Keras is a high-level API for building deep learning models. It has gained favor for its ease of use and syntactic simplicity, facilitating fast development. As you will see in the next couple of videos, building a very complex deep learning network can be achieved with Keras with only few lines of code. Keras normally runs on top of a low-level library, such as TensorFlow. This means that to be able to use the Keras library, you will have to install TensorFlow first, and when you import Keras, it will be explicitly displayed what backend was used to install the Keras library. Keras is also supported by Google. I won't go into more details about the different libraries, but the take-home message here is, if you're interested in building something quickly, go with the Keras library. You won't be disappointed. However, if you want to have more control over the different nodes and layers in the network and want to watch closely what happens with the network over time, then PyTorch or TensorFlow would be the right library. It will really boil down to your personal preference. With that, in the next videos, we will start learning how to use the Keras library to build models for regression and classification problems.